Mac versus PC. It's got to be one of the oldest debates in tech, right? But what does it really cost to own one of these things? And I'm not just talking about the number on the price tag. The real answer is, well, it's a lot more complicated. So today, let's peel back the curtain and look at the 3 hidden layers of what you're really paying for. All right, first things first, let's just dive right in and tackle the biggest myth of them all. You know the one I'm talking about, that Macs are always way more expensive right out of the box.
So check this out. A recent business analysis actually put this to the test. They compared a standard MacBook Air to a really similar business-class Windows laptop, a ThinkPad T14. And the result, get this, the Mac was actually $1,000 cheaper up front. Yeah, I know. Pretty surprising, right?
But hold on, is the sticker price ever the whole story? Of course not. That's really just the tip of the iceberg. The real cost, well, that starts to show up over time. So let's dig a little deeper. We're going to look at what these machines cost, not just to buy, but to actually own and use day in and day out for a few years. To really get our heads around this, we need to talk about something called total cost of ownership, or TCO for short. Now, this isn't just the purchase price. Think bigger. TCO includes everything: repairs, tech support, and even the cost of lost productivity when your computer decides to, just stop working. And one of the biggest hidden costs here? It's downtime. Seriously. Studies from big names like IBM and Forrester found that the average Mac user loses about 4 hours a year to tech problems. The average PC user? 12 hours. That's literally 3 times the amount of lost work time. Okay, so what does that lost time actually mean in dollars and cents? Well, if you figure an employee's time is worth about $70 an hour, that productivity gap adds up to more than $2,000 per employee. Over 4 years, that is a massive and usually totally invisible expense. So now, let's put it all together. You take the initial price, you add in the cost of downtime, security issues, and you even subtract the resale value you get back at the end, and the picture becomes crystal clear. In this scenario, the total cost of ownership for the PC is more than double the Mac's. Wow. So why such a big gap? Well, it comes down to a few key things. It's not just downtime. Macs also have way fewer security incidents. They tend to last longer, like a couple years longer, and they hold their value much better when you go to sell them. Each one of those things just chips away at the long-term cost. Okay, but let's be real. Money isn't everything, right? A computer is a tool, and the right tool always depends on the job you need it for. So let's step away from the spreadsheets and talk about what these machines actually do. When it comes to gaming, look, the choice is easy. Windows is the undisputed king. It just is. It's got the massive game library, all the developer support, the specialized hardware, you name it. Mac gaming? It's getting better, for sure, but it's not even playing in the same league. But for creating work, I'm talking video editing, music production, graphic design, the tables completely turn. Here, the Mac is the industry standard. And that's mostly because of its exclusive, super optimized software like Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro. The pros just swear by it. If we zoom out a bit, you can really see 2 totally different philosophies at play. The Windows world is all about sheer volume and backward compatibility. I mean, if a piece of software exists, it probably runs on Windows. The Mac ecosystem, on the other hand, is smaller, it's more curated, it's all about quality, optimization, and that seamless link between your Mac, your iPhone, and your iPad. Okay, so we've talked about the sticker price, and we've talked about the long-term value, but there's a third final layer of cost we need to uncover. And this one applies to everyone, no matter what computer you use. It's the price you pay that you will never, ever see on a receipt. Because the second you go online, you start paying with a totally different currency, your personal data. And just look at this number. It's absolutely staggering. When you land on a typical website and you click accept on that little cookie pop-up, you could be giving over 1,000 advertising partners permission to process your personal data. 1,000 from just one website visit. So what are they doing with all that data? Well, they're building a detailed profile about you. They're tracking what you look at, they're measuring how you react to ads, they're lumping you into audience groups, and they're using every bit of it to get better at showing you more ads. And it gets wildly specific. We're talking about partners asking to use your precise location, down to a few hundred meters. They can scan your device for unique fingerprints to identify you.
mash up their data with data from other companies, and even link your laptop directly to your phone.
It says it right here, pretty much in the fine print. This whole system is designed to track you across the entire web, not just on one site. The goal is to build this incredibly detailed picture of who you are. And why? It's simple, to show you ads that are so relevant, so engaging that you're more likely to click. And that click is what makes them valuable. So, wow. After going through all of that, how on earth do you actually make a choice? It really just comes down to understanding these different kinds of cost and then deciding which one matters most to you. So, let's break it down. You've got layer 1, the upfront price. That's the immediate hit to your bank account. Then you've got layer 2, the long-term value, that TCO, which tells you the true financial story over years. And finally, layer 3, the cost to your digital privacy, the data you hand over, sometimes without even thinking about it, just to use the internet. Each of these layers tells a completely different story about what a computer truly costs. So, maybe the real question isn't which machine is better. Maybe it's which of these costs are you most willing to pay? Definitely something to think about.